When I first painted in Venice, I was terribly intimidated because I was very aware of the history of Venice and all the painters, I would guess, who've painted here. And it took me a long time to find any kind of vision about my own way forward. It happened when I took a studio. And we had the studio for a few months. And it enabled me to look at all the times of day, to be here in the early morning, right through the day to early evening. And I began to discover things about Venice that would be unique. And the things that affected me, of course, was the pulse of Venice, the life of Venice. What I've been intrigued with for many years is the movement of water and the shimmering effect of water. You see, in the early mornings when all this stuff is being delivered from the barges, they charge through the water and you get the very abstract swashes of colour which are mind-blowing, like something psychedelic. Because I use painting knives, use heavy impasto in most cases, it allows me to use the freedom of the paint to create these swashes of colour and the movements of water. And it also allows me to invent, because some of the colour series that I do are based very much on what I've seen, but you can take liberties and enhance it, increase the dark and against the light, create more drama. When I start to analyse my view about Venice, it's to do with the light, the changing light, the different kinds of light from early morning right through the day to the evening. In the darker, gloomier places, the contrast is so sharp, so amazingly different, and that must, I never really thought too deeply about it, but that must be the drama of it, really. Light and shade and the contrast between the two. Even in shadows, you've got wonderful colours. Because of the stucco surfaces and the earth colours of the buildings, you're getting wonderful terracottas and earth colours of all kinds. And then when the light strikes it, of course, it all comes to life, and that is magic. Yes, I look at things in Venice, take inspiration from it, take notes, colour notes and all sorts of things. But eventually you're in the studio working, and the greatest facility you've got is your own imagination. And you can't beat that. So I work from my own head, and that gives me freedom to invent. And it is that starting point, which in my case is usually drawings, right through the process to the end product, where I can invent and create something which is worthwhile for me. I think that the way I paint gives me enormous freedom to create abstractions, if you like, because I'm discovering all the time. It isn't like taking a photographic image and painting a very detailed, like a photograph, nothing like that at all. I've known David now for over 30 years, and since he represented me, we've grown into having a great friendship. He's been to Provence with me, to the west coast of Ireland, to Morocco indeed, and many other places, and sometimes sits beside me and does a drawing or a watercolour painting. We've done some terrific shows together. Venice before, but not such a big show as this. There are two main themes in this exhibition. One is Venice, and secondly, I went over to Achill Island, which is off the coast of County Mayo, on the west coast of Ireland, which is a tremendous contrast to Venice. It's much quieter, much cooler. So there are in the show over 50 paintings, the one or two others from Provence and other places I've been. I think the fact we have a contrast in this exhibition of very rich colours of the Venice paintings and the cooler colours of the west coast of Ireland is a nice counterpoint really for the exhibition.